Welcome to PC Gaming Tech Summary. I'm your host Gamer, and today we look at whether or not it makes a difference to activate your XMP RAM profile, extreme memory profile. Yes, well, I bought the most common RAM you can buy, 3200, C16, DDR4. Yes, and when I put it in my computer, what does it do? It defaults to 2666 or 2666. And so in order to actually use the RAM at its advertised speed of 3200, I have to go into the UEFI BIOS and click a button that says XMP, and then it will activate it. So, what difference does it make? Is there a difference? Can I just leave it at 2666? Well, we're gonna have a look at that today. Sit right back, have a cup of coffee, and we'll get into it. Okay, our system consists of an MSI Z690 Pro A Wi-Fi motherboard, a 12700K Intel CPU. I did underclock it to have a maximum of 4.2 gigahertz on those 8 performance cores. The 4 efficient cores were left at stock. Those efficient cores have 1 thread, the performance cores have 2. So we also used XPG GAMX G30, which is an ADATA RAM, 3200 C16, 2 times 16 megabytes. We also, like I said, look at resizable bar. The graphics card GPU EVGA XC30 6012 gigabyte running at stock. The NVIDIA driver 51215, and there is the Windows information. So if you're wondering what resizable bar is, it's similar to the AMD Smart Access Memory, which allows the GPU, the graphics processing unit, graphics card, video RAM, allows it to directly access the CPU, giving potential frames per second boost using the PCI Express. Now, who can use resizable bar? Well, resizable bar utilizes an advanced feature of PCI Express to increase performance in certain games. As of March 30th, 2021, resizable bar is supported for GeForce RTX 30 series graphics cards and laptops. For desktops to take advantage of resizable bar, you'll need the graphics card and a supported VBIOS and compatible Intel or AMD CPU. So that's Intel 10th gen or later and AMD 5000 series or later. You need a compatible motherboard and a BIOS update. Our newest GeForce Game Ready driver as well. All right, moving on to the results. The first thing we're going to do is look at the difference between RAM speeds. So if you've got the resizable bar turned off, this is what you could expect is a difference of 3.4% improvement if you use the 3200 speed. And if you've got resizable bar on, you're looking at a 3.5% improvement using the 3200 speed. Next, we'll look at the effect of resizable bar. So, if you use resizable bar at a speed of 2666, well, you're going to get about a 4% improvement. And at 3200, about a 4% improvement as well. That's at 1080p. Next, we look at the resolution of 1440p, and there is no significant difference between 2666 and 3200 RAM. Next, resizable bar. Yes, if you're using it at 2666, you can expect a 6% improvement, and at 3200, a 4% improvement. Now, when we look at 4K, the RAM speed, there is no significant difference. Looking at resizable bar, 4% increase at 2666 and 2% at 3200. With rebar turned off, you can expect no significant difference at 2666, moving to 3200. But with resizable bar on, there's actually a 2.6% improvement by using 3200. You can expect a 4% improvement at 2666 and a 6% improvement at 3200. That's an increase in frames per second. Now let's take a look at 1440p, and basically there is no significant difference at what speed you run your RAM here comparing 2666 to 3200. At 2666, you can expect a 5% improvement when you use resizable bar, and at 3200, a 3.2% improvement. Now, instead of using 4K, which would give me around 42 frames per second, I'm going to use NIS, which is NVIDIA Image Scaling. Now, you can activate that on your NVIDIA graphics card by going into the NVIDIA control panel, and the 3D settings, you'll see it at the top, image scaling, and then you can turn that on, and that'll give you a few more resolutions that you can try. In fact, you should be able to change the resolution on your monitor as well as in-game and match those up and see what you get. Well, right here, we have done that. By turning resizable bar on, you can expect a 4% improvement at 2666, and you can expect 2.6% improvement at 3200. Now, why did I use NIS? Well, I want to get close to 60 frames per second because I have a 4K 60 hertz monitor. I don't want to play at 40 frames per second if I don't have to. And when we look at the difference in RAM speed, there is no significant difference moving from 2666 to 3200. Now we're going back to Hitman 3 with the Do My Map benchmark, and there is no significant difference from moving from 2666 to 3200 speed RAM. But by turning resizable bar on at 2666, you'll have a 4% improvement, and at 3200, you'll have a 3% improvement. Looking at 1440p, again, no significant difference with the RAM speed. We've got resizable bar at 1440p and a 3% improvement at 2666 and a 2% improvement at 3200. Well, now we look at the 4K results, and there is no significant difference between 2666 and 3200. Now, at 4K, well, there's actually no significant difference on this Dubai map by using resizable bar at 4K. You know, if there's only a difference of 1 frame per second or 1%, well, I basically say there's no significant difference. So, the only thing we really looked at were frames per second, FPS, in this test. And yeah, I'll have a think about it and see if I can add to it. Well, we had some interesting results there, didn't we? So to summarize what occurred, in general, it doesn't matter much between 2666 and 3200. And if you forget to activate your XMP profile, it's not the end of the world. Your computer's still going to work, and it'll work just fine. But you know, no harm in activating that XMP profile, is it? might as well if you think of it. And also resizable bar, if you're able to activate that, you might as well activate that as well. You can get up to around 6% or so improvement in FPS depending on the game. And thanks for joining us here on PC Gaming Tech Summary. And if you'd like to see more videos on a wide range of technology subjects, all you have to do is subscribe and you'll get notified. So again, don't forget, you'll be seeing me in the next video.